In this video, I'm going to go over some basic striking and hand positioning on a bow. So here at my dojo, we practice 3 different hand positions. We practice both hands down. We do this primarily when you're first learning, as well as we do have a beginner form that requires your hand positions to be both hands down. Then we also practice left hand up, right hand down, as well as left hand down, right hand up. So for some of these strikes, I will demonstrate with all 3 hand positions. Other ones, I will only demonstrate with one or the other of the hand positions. So starting out with just what we would call a basic lunge with our bow, I'm going to go ahead and go left hand down, right hand up, and the bow is going to be on the left side of my body. Now, if you do this with right hand down, left hand up, you would do this on the right side of your body. And then with both hands down, you can go either side of the body fairly easily. So first off, we're going to start with the bow on the left side of the body. You want your hands about 12 inches apart. That can kind of vary based on your body size. You'll have the bow tucked tight to your body with your elbow tucked down. And a lunge, you're just going to pull your arms back, then lunge your arms forward. And demonstrating towards the front. This movement could be done static, where you do not take a step and you just lunge forward. It can also be where you take a step forward. When you take a step forward, you want to make sure that your lunge with the bow is happening at the same time that you plant your leg. So that way they happen close to together. Same thing with if you're going to be stepping backwards, you would step backwards, pull the bow back, strike forward. This time you're going to try and time your back leg with the bow strike. So, and that is how you do a simple lunge. Now the hand positioning, if you're going to go both hands down, or if you're going to go the opposite direction, the concept of the motion is still the same. We're still going to retract and go forward. Retract, go forward. Also same thing with stepping. Everything about the concept still stays the same. The other type of strike that I'm going to talk about is a simple side-to-side strike. And again, this can be done with all 3 hand positions. If you're going to go left hand down, right hand up, you frequently are going to have the bow on the left side of your body. If you're going to go left hand up, right hand down, frequently you're going to have the bow on the right side of your body. And then if you're going both hands down, you've actually got a little bit more flexibility in that you can go either side pretty comfortably. When you are doing the side striking, you want to make sure that you get your bow far enough over. If you only go to about here, well, if my opponent's directly in front of me, my bow has not gotten to an area where I'm going to strike them. So you really want to make sure that you get that arm all the way pushed over. When you're doing an opposite hand grip, the bow is going to strike the upper arm to lower shoulder area. And you'll strike 1, then return back. And doing it with both hands down, we're actually going to be striking underneath the arms on both sides. So the bow will not strike your outside arm area. And then with left hand down, right hand up, it's going to strike the arm again, and then return, and making sure we focus on getting that bow all the way across the body. Now, when we use this when we are stepping, the movement still generally stays the same. In that case, we're trying to time the bow strike with the rotation of our hips to help get more power. So as we step, we're trying to time that bow strike with once our hips rotate back over. The third strike that I'm going to demonstrate is just an up-down strike. This one can also be done with all 3 different hand positions, depending on the form or how you're using the movement. I'm going to go with left hand down, right hand up. That is the primary position that I use my bow in. And this one is just a very simple up, down. You want to make sure the bow is tucked up close to under the armpit. And we want to make sure that, again, with that side striking, that we're not shorting our strike. So you don't want to just stop here you want to make sure that your bow comes all the way up. So think trying to strike approximately the height of your own chin. It'll be up, back down. Going forwards, up, back down. Same thing if we switch our hand position, up, back down. And even, I find the movement to be a little bit more awkward with both hands down, but it still can be done. It's just a little bit more uncomfortable on the wrists. And that is 3 of the most basic strikes that you're gonna find with a bow.